Right. Can I have the question repeated, please? Yeah, P67LZ 260467. Yeah, I know you. Yeah, I'll just explain myself fully to you. I am also recording this phone call now for my own legal protection because, like I've tried to explain to you already, an attempt was made to have me arrested last night. I told your company about this attempted setup last week in a recorded phone call. I picked up on the tone of voice as soon as I answered the phone this morning, have been polite and courteous with you. Now I'm going to find out why you've called me. Yes, that's why I'm recording now, because I've already told you I've woken up in a triggered PTSD state. Thank you, that's why I'm recording from my end as well. Right. Okay, so do I need to forward that information to Universal Credit to... Right, what do I do about the rent change? No, £62 a month. 60. I'm already paying 70 because the payment was 62. Don't try and play mind games with me and trigger a PTSD response. Do not try and take advantage of me while I'm recording this phone call. I've already told you I'm in a triggered mental state and you're trying to take advantage by... No, I'd like you to continue the conversation, please. Go on.
Rent payment. So whereas previously...
Yeah, so that's Universal Credit. I need to update the...
It isn't Universal Credit, Mr. Hobden. They are paying the correct amount, which I've already advised you. Your new shortfall, based on your new rent, is £79.15 a month.
So why don't Universal Credit pay the correct amount of rent net? Then I need to... No, I'm going to phone Universal Credit and tell them what is the new amount of rent.
Your new weekly rent, which is how they will want to be told, is £114.71.
And before, Cross Keys talked to Universal Credit and it was done automatically. Why has it suddenly become a problem to conjure up an imaginary debt? Yeah, it's conjuring up an imaginary debt again, isn't it?
It's not an imaginary rent, Mr. Hobden.
No, that's not what I said. I said imaginary debt, not rent. Do not play mind games with me while I'm in a mental condition.
I'm going to end the call.
Thank you. Thank you. I've alerted you and recorded it.
That's absolutely...
For fuck's sake. I've only just opened my eyes. She's trying to bamboozle me with numbers when I already pay £70 to cover the spare bedroom tax. Now they're telling me that there's an imaginary debt when they contact Universal Credit as they want to, which is what they told me a little while ago. So I just need to phone Universal Credit and tell them they've changed the rent. But she hasn't told me the number. She's just been trying to confuse me with an imaginary debt I'm already paying £70 for. And because I'm paying more on the spare bedroom, it's always going down the number what they created as the imaginary debt. But for some reason, it's exactly the same because they've created this new little thingy by not contacting the benefits. Do you see what I mean now? because they should tell the Universal Credit people the rent's gone up. Universal Credit then pay the full rent, minus the spare bedroom tax. So why try to get me to have a mental issue and get all frustrated and exactly the same as what was happening last night when I was trying to get back on the train and I was denied entry and freedom to travel on the train. So I was stuck in another town. And if I started having a mental issue over it, they was going to arrest me on the spot. So now I've got the landlords phoning me up trying to make me have this, whatever they're trying to manipulate, first thing in the morning. As soon as I open my mind and my eyes. Do you see what's going on now? So, yeah, I'm glad I recorded that. Just my instincts kicked in now. Haven't even had my first coffee of the morning. It was absolutely fucking ridiculous. Had a lovely time though with my grandchildren. Yeah. Let my grandson have a little go on the scooter with me on it outside the school. You know, there was a little bit of panic going on, but there was no way I was going to crash into anyone, or I was only going like about 2 miles an hour, just so he could have a little go on it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that was all good. He was happy. He got his presents that I couldn't drop over there last week because I was focused on the dogs and that. It's hard to get out for any period of time because of the dogs, if you see what I mean. So I only get a certain amount of time out if I want to go out shopping or whatever. So a few hours, and then I've got to get back to let the dogs out for their toilet and that. So it's a commitment in life. But if I try to do anything normal, like visit my family or visit my father's grave, I've got this issue with the travel arrangements at the moment. I'm being barred from going on the train, on that bus. Yesterday I actually checked when I bought my tickets at the station in Peterborough. I didn't get it from the ticket machine. I got it from an actual human being and said, look, this is my mobility scooter, mate. Am I all right taking this on the train? He said, yeah, no problem. I got my walking stick on my bag. I said, look, I'm sort of clearly disabled. I've got my disabled pass on me and everything for my bus travel. Can I take this on the train all right? And he said, yeah, no problem. No. I was told when we was going back. So I'm stranded in another town, supposed to get all frustrated about it and kick off. So I made a short video right outside the station, just in case there were police waiting nearby, ready to pounce on me. And I haven't yet put that video up. And I've got this as soon as I wake up in the morning, trying to make me moody so they can hang up the phone for being aggressive or antisocial. Do you see what I mean now while I started recording the call? And why I hung up the call, not them. I was trying to get a deliberate response. That is trying to set someone up for some reason to do with something. The same thing as last night. Do you understand what's going on now? Don't forget the other day I was trying to get my frozen food, wasn't I? from Iceland, and I could see the police positioning themselves for a stop and search. Right? On 3 occasions the other day I could see it happening there as well. So this is constant harassment that's affecting my health. It's going to stop now. Don't forget, I've got a complaint letter against me as well, apparently for harassment. Fuck off. It's the other way round. Yeah, so... do you know what I'm thinking right now? Thank God, God got me home safe and guided right to avoid what they was doing last night. And I'm glad I'm alive this morning to face this and prove it to you all now.